Hi, welcome to Air Engine Research. My channel is devoted to the design and construction of a compressed air motor that would be usable in a vehicle or on a bicycle. And currently I'm working on one that is for my bicycle. I have a 10-speed mountain bike and I want to put this engine on it either as an assist or, if it works out, maybe as a more like a motorbike rather than just a pedal bike. But it could be used for both. I've been working on this for quite some time now and getting close, I think, to where I'll be able to start showing the actual construction of the engine. I have most of the parts made, and today I'll be working on balancing the oval ring. Today I'm working on the oval ring, trying to make sure it stays balanced. I had to modify the ring today. I needed to add an inch spacer between the top support and the oval ring in order to get it down so the ring would be centered on the cylinder and the piston. And I think I've got it pretty well balanced. I just have to let it run for a while and then see what it does. I'm using a drill. It can go up to 1500 RPM, so you can see what speed it's running at. Seems to be balanced pretty good. It doesn't shake or vibrate much at all. I can hear a little bit of a noise, but it's spinning that fast. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Also, the last few days I've been thinking about the things after I get it done and get it, say, on the bicycle. What am I going to do then for air? I've got a tank, aluminum CO2 tank that I'm probably going to use for the supply thing for on the bicycle. But I don't want to have to go buy air all the time if it works out okay. I know it takes a high pressure compressor, a 3-stage, in order to get up to like the pressure we're going to be needing, say around 4,500 PSI. I've been looking online. They do have some paintball compressors that are a couple $1,000s that I think might be sufficient for me to use to pump up my tank again when I need to resupply it. But if we're ever going to get this to be a viable thing for, say, a small car or a small pickup truck, on the bicycle it may not be such a problem, but we're going to need a couple of tanks and larger tanks than what is required for the bicycle. So we're going to have to come up with a way to produce that. And I don't want to have to use electricity all the time. Then we're going right back to, they're still using fossil fuel and stuff to make the electricity, and we're just aiding in the pollution. So it would need to be maybe off of a windmill or off of a water wheel, or could be solar power that would produce the electricity to run the compressor. Now in a windmill, you could probably run direct to a compressor without any electricity necessary. But the solar power and the water power, well, water power, I guess it could also, if you have a stream that would be sufficient to run a water wheel and run a compressor, then we'd be able to pump up larger storage tanks and then just supply off of that. But there again, if you don't have a large number of people in a local area, then you're still going to have the problem that everybody has to kind of supply their own air, which would limit then what you're able to do. Something we have to think about. I sure don't want to think about continuing building all these electric vehicles with all those batteries and stuff that's going to end up, having a lot of mining and stuff to get the materials. And then once the battery is shot, then you got this hazardous material left over. We don't need that. I know just in the last few days, man, we've had fires going like crazy out west. St. Louis just got flooded and millions of dollars worth of damage from the rain and the wind, I guess. And 2 days later, the same thing happened in Kentucky. These politicians are just not doing what they need to do to get us out of this predicament. So maybe we have to take matters into our own hands. That's what I'm trying to do. Build an air compressed engine that will be usable on my bicycle, and then a larger version that would be able to use in a vehicle, like I've been thinking about for years. Well, let's see if it's balanced. If it stops in one position and doesn't spin down and go backwards, then I'd say I got it pretty well balanced. Just about there. Come on, don't go backwards. Stop and stay there. I'd say I got it. Yay. This is my balance, which is pretty hefty, but at least it has to be that. So, but at least now it'll stay in any position without I'm happy with it. Now I can continue on. The next thing I have to do is make some cylinders that goes up inside between these two plates. I've got my valves done. I had those already. I've been working on over the last few weeks, but I got them all finished. And making the valve, or making the cylinders, I just have to cut the material to the right length, and then I'm going to make, one of the things I realized is that in using this design, The piston, they have been round, and whenever the bearing or the roller that fits inside the oval, when it rotates, it can twist the piston and turn the bearing or the roller, and the roller needs to stay the same plane as what the oval is. So I've decided to make square pistons. I've got some 1.25" aluminum, which will give me about a 1-inch square piston on the inside, and it won't allow it to rotate. Then I can continue on with that. But the square tubing, I'm going to have to weld a plate on the back side of it to make it into a cylinder, and then drill a hole, put a air fitting in it, and then it would be finished. So for now, I guess I'm going to go ahead and make some more of the cylinders, cut them to the right length, and start working on that. So thanks for checking in, and any of you that are interested in what we're doing, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, and be sure and check the little bell up on the side to be notified when anything new comes out. I've been putting out one maybe video, maybe a month or so, and keeping everybody posted. But thanks again, and I'll see you soon.